Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Rahu in Aquarius. Okay, so last time I talked about Ketu being in Leo. Actually, it was Ketu and Mars being in Leo. Uh, so, because Ketu is in Leo, Rahu is going to be in Aquarius this year. It just started like last month and it's going to be there till 2026 November maybe or October, I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about Rahu being in Aquarius. First, let's discuss what Rahu is, then we can discuss what Aquarius is and what's Rahu in Aquarius and what could happen in this transit, what we could feel, what we could go through, all of us humans. And there are a lot of mosquitoes out here and they're just feasting on me. So I'm just like really trying to finish this video as soon as I can, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here because this is like, I love this place, but today I don't know what's happening. There are so many mosquitoes and they're big as fuck. So if I end up dying or have malaria or dengue, something, and then I die, you guys will know. Like, this is why. Today is why it happened. And I hope that doesn't happen, I think. But, okay, let's talk about Rahu. Okay, so Rahu is the opposite of Ketu. So, like how Ketu doesn't have a head, and it makes you reach inside, go inside, discover yourself, go deep within yourself. Rahu only has the head, does not have the body. That's why Rahu is all about going outside of yourself, projecting your ideas, your wishes, your dreams, your obsessions into the world, making discoveries. It's a very obsessive planet. It's all those wishes, all the hunger that we have that we cannot fulfill, that we cannot satisfy, no matter how much we try. So wherever your Rahu is in your chart, it's what you aspire to be, what you aspire to get, what you aspire to do. And there's a lot of obsessive energy there in your chart, in your life. Because why are you obsessed? Why are you why do you feel this insatiable hunger, insatiable lack of something in your life, wherever Rahu is? Because it's where you did not get that thing from the beginning. So let's say if you have Rahu in the 10th house, so that means you just really want to be very career focused. You're really obsessed with career and being recognized, because for some reason you did not feel recognized in your life in the past, so that's why you're so obsessed with it. That's why, because you have no idea of feeling fame or feeling recognition or success, that even when you get it, you are not able to understand it. That's why you tend to go for that version of fame, that version of career that's like so out there, so big, that it's very obvious that you have it. So if you, let's say, if you have Rahu in the second house or with Venus, so you're like Rahu. Oh, that bird was so cute. Okay, so let's say Rahu is making you obsessed about beauty, because growing up in your life you did not really feel beautiful. You did not feel that your beauty was enough, so you're always going to make yourself look so ultra pretty that it's very obvious when somebody sees. So like, people won't have to look at you for more than 5 seconds to make the judgment that, oh yeah, she pretty, you know. So that's what Rahu makes us do, and that's Rahu. It Because Rahu does not have a body. Rahu cannot do things by itself. People with a lot of Rahu, don't have they don't have a lot of resources or whatever. That's why they try to manipulate situations and manipulate people around them so they can do their bidding. So that's very Rahu. Now, of course, it's not just like one sentence applies to every Rahu situation in every chart, but that's like a very summarized version of Rahu. So that's Rahu. And let's talk about Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but it's also ruled by Rahu. Rahu, like, Aquarius is one of those places where Rahu really likes it. Like, she loves Aquarius, I guess. And Aquarius is also, like, I've heard someone on YouTube say that Rahu and Saturn, they're like friends. They're best friends or something, but which is really cute. uh, but okay, so Aquarius is the 11th sign, correlating to the 11th house, and it's all about collective okay, it's all about collective work, collective consciousness, everything that connects us people. It's a very humanitarian kind of a sign. It's also the sign. I don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep talking. I'm sorry if the video is more background and less my voice, but sorry. Okay, so Rahu is very humanitarian. It's very global. It's humanitarian as in, everything that is like workers' right, union, human rights, being progressive, being connected with the world, being connected with the whole world, like globally. It's not just your community, it's connecting with every community. So people with Aquarius, they could be very concerned about the global issues. The global issues, not just like, okay, what's going on locally, but they're concerned about what's going on in the world. So they might not just be politically invested in their own country, but they are also going to be invested in what's happening in other countries, what's happening with the climate, what's happening with human rights, all of these things. It's other than the humanitarian side of this sign, Aquarius, it's also the um, it's the sign of the people's princess. It's the sign of the people because it's directly, not because, but like to make a sense of it, um, it's directly opposite to Leo, which is about managers, celebrities, politicians, kings, rulers, all those people. And it's directly opposite to that. So the people who are being managed, the government, when I say government, not like the people who are running the government, but us, the people, the common people. And what else is it about? It's also very scientific. It's very hippie kind of a sign. They always go for uh, progressive things in the world, and advancement. It's also related to technological or scientific advancement. So, like I told you before, Rahu is also about that. That's why Rahu feels really happy here, because Aquarius allows Rahu to discover the world, because that's what Aquarius is also about. And okay, so there are like 5 mosquitoes on my right arm. Girl. Oh my god. Should I just try to save my life and cut the video short? Okay, let's just talk about Rahu and Aquarius. Okay, so Rahu feels really comfortable here, and uh, uh, yeah, she feels comfortable. Rahu feels enabled, very much enabled by Aquarius to make those scientific discoveries, to go out of their way, to help people, to be people's people, but not just like people's people, like your locality, your school, your friend groups, but like globally. And I think there are going to be even more advancement for AI, about AI, more technological advancements. A lot of people are going to use even more AI. AI is going to become the norm. I mean, it's already is that, but I think it could keep on advancing this coming year. And uh, there will be a need of or there will be a need to make a social change. People will try to be more anarchists. And I don't know what your personal idea of anarchy is. I'm not saying every building is burning, everything is out of control, there is no control in the world, but anarchy is where there are no hierarchies and there is no corruption. Everything is being distributed equally. There is no need for a hierarchy. That is what anarchy is. So please do not think anarchy is like that. Everything is built like everybody's killing everything. Like, it's not the purge. It's not the purge. But if we do not incorporate anarchy in our lives, then it might be the purge. So, anyways, people might be more inclined to be subtly anarchistic with their life. Uh, People will also be really sick of the authority. People collectively will try to be more rebellious, and rebellious being an anarchist, we will try to incorporate this quality in our day-to-day life, in every aspects of our life. So let's say, like, being an anarchist in uh, social media could look like, okay, not like creating your own websites, maybe people saying fuck you to AI and all the meta apps. And like, like how blue sky, I think it to me is a very, like, okay, like fuck off Twitter, we're just gonna do our own thing because you're just too restrictive. And people maybe making their own websites again, because I think this Rahu in Aquarius placement transit is going to be very nicely complemented by Saturn in Pisces. So people could be like, we don't want to be on these weird, restrictive, fascist apps like Facebook, Meta, Twitter, X, whatever. We're just going to make our own websites. We're just going to, like how a lot of people are doing, just like putting email lists, like just doing that more than focusing so much on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not saying Twitter and Instagram, these things are just going to shut down, no matter how much I wish that for that to happen, but a lot of people are going to find a lot of alternate ways so they can have more freedom and liberation when it comes to social media. Piracy might become more uh, popular. People will just be like, yeah, guys, let's just pirate. I mean, I'm always saying that personally, like, let's just pirate, because it's like, it's so fucking oversaturated. I mean, when it comes to music, there's almost literally every music on Apple Music and Spotify, even though it's horrendous how much uh, shitty it is when you opt for the non-premium free version. But at least every music artist has their music on both Spotify, Apple Music, and other apps. But when it comes to shows and stuff, uh, when it comes to shows and movies, like if you want to watch this one thing, if you want to watch uh, what's a show? What's one show? If you want to watch Wicked, you have to download this one app, Disney Plus. If you want to watch the other show, then you have to pay for Netflix. For something else, you have to pay for Prime Video. And so, like, it's just like so much. Like, people don't want to be paying for 10 different websites, and then people don't want to be managing that. I don't like that. No, I don't think anybody else likes it, unless you're like super rich and then you have a PA and they do everything for you. So I think, yeah, piracy is going to be back, or a new system that is um, that is fair to the people and also to the creators. Exploitation is out. So a lot of people might be like opening their eyes when it comes to these useless propagandas. Which one is correct? Okay, I'm just gonna say propagandas, because propaganda is, it sounds like Gand. So okay, I'm just gonna okay. Yeah, so that's like, very more like much more AI, much more rebelliousness in our lives. And uh, people will be very much critical of their rulers, their leaders, and not, like, it's the same thing, like Rahu being in Aquarius and Ketu being in Leo. So all the leaders, they might face a lot of backlash because they're not really doing a good job, and I think they might, like, them doing their job, it might become even worse. Like, the leaders will fuck up even more. That's why uh, us, the common people, we will have to open our eyes and say enough is enough. be better, do better, so that could be one of the things that might take place. But I think for creators, for artistic people especially, it will be a weird, very confusing, very restrictive, very critical time, because it's being complemented by the Saturn in Pisces. So uh, there will be so many more tools to help people create movies, art, whatever, but not all of these tools are going to be the right tools. Not all of these tools will actually help us learn. Just because something helps us create doesn't mean what we create is actually worth it. For example, all of these uh, image making AI apps, it's helping us uh, project our imagination into the world without going through years of learning how to make art, without years of hard work. It's letting us create, but it's not really good. People are going to be critical. So it's like Rahu in Aquarius is going to give us a lot of tools that will allow us to create without working very hard. It will let us create very easily. Um, but Saturn in Pisces is going to be like, no, it feels like a dupe. We want the real thing. We want actual hard work to reflect in your work. So these two things are going to happen. So instead of, I think, like, my own personal advice would be, don't look for tools that lets you create easily. Look for tools that lets you learn easily. you know like, don't look for apps where you can pay and make different art styles or rip off Studio Ghibli. Don't look for those things. Look for uh, free ebooks. Look for YouTube videos that helps you learn, that helps you be more skilled without going through a lot of expenses, or without um, things like that. So yeah, just take this. Aquarius and Rahu will give us a lot of advantages, a lot of opportunities to say fuck you to the system, and fuck you to the elite and people or organization who are very exclusive, because we will be able to access things more easily, access maybe knowledge even more easily. So let's try to do that instead of just creating without learning. I don't know, my mind is, I'm losing a lot of blood here, guys. I'm losing a lot of blood. They have, yeah, these mosquitoes are like Rahu. Their hunger is insatiable. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of content this year, but not every content is going to be nice. And people, we are going to be very critical to that content. So yeah, that's Rahu in Aquarius. Yeah, so don't try to scam each other, scam the exclusive elitist fascist systems with the help of this Rahu in Aquarius, instead of scamming each other, scamming your own society. Be an ethical hacker. That's the main message of this Rahu in Aquarius thing. Be an ethical Robin Hood. Be an ethical revolutionary. So do that. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked my thoughts. I hope if you did not know about this, I hope you learned something. I hope my hair looks good. I mean, I know my hair looks good, but yeah, I think I'll go now. I have to run to save my life. I have to run the fuck out of here. So, see you next time. I will probably not be in nature again very soon. In my next video, probably it'll be in my dark lit kitchen. So the video quality might not be best, but just try to focus on what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. I'm not so Rahu. I'm not Rahu enough. I'm not able to project in a very attractive way in my videos. I hope I'm able to soon, but yeah. Okay, ta-ta. Good night, even though it's the morning, but you know.